Hey there everybody, it's your boy Joe Palmer 123 coming to you with another pickup video. As you can see right here, Nintendo related, and then I do got a couple other little things to put in the video, a couple other little things to talk about, some stuff I've got that's not necessarily a part of my collection, etc, etc. I recently came across a metal workbench for my garage. A buddy was cleaning out his garage. It took up more space in his small garage, but it'll work nice in mine. I got to put a top on it. I got my grandmother's shisha lamp back from him that he bought years ago. She's been gone since 2014, and I think in 15 is when we really cleaned out her house. And that he bought it with my grandma's old desk, which I think that desk is long gone. It was old, beat up, and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, I was happy to get that stuff. I got some more VHS tapes for the collection, a couple I've been looking for. So yeah, I'm gonna start watching some Halloween tapes and stuff since it's October by the time I'm putting this video out and stuff like that. So yeah, most of my videos I keep saying I'm going to do this, or this, next or whatever, and still ain't got it done yet, but it's in the works. It is in the works. Trust me, believe me. I've got some videos coming out. I want to work on trying to make an intro video to mine if I can, just some thoughts and ideas that I'm thinking of. I've never really been that big on video editing like everybody else, because it's like, either you're gonna like what somebody has or you're not gonna like what they have. At the end of the day, that's that. But as always in my videos, I hope you're all having a fantastic day, week, weekend, whatever it is when you're watching this. I just want everybody to know that no matter what you're going through, I always say this, you're not alone. There's people that care about you. There's people that want you around. Even if it's your dog, your cat, your fish, somebody, something likes having you around. So remember, you're not alone. Shoot, even the aliens that we've all known about want us, even though most of the aliens are probably rich people from other planets or whatever you want to call them, that are coming here because they're rich and they want to see what it was like in the past that we're living in, because obviously they're in the future, with their technology. But hey, we're all going to have flying cars one day and be the Jetsons. We're not always going to live in the Stone Age. But anyways, without further ado, I'm going to show the movies I got first before I get to everything that's in this box. So bear with me just a second and we'll get right to this. Alright. First movie I got for the collection, Jack Nicholson's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. A very great movie. I actually enjoyed this growing up. It's in pretty amazing condition. Even the back, still really good. This one I got, it looks like it was from a rental store. Let's see here. Please rewind the tape. Nice little added touch. No other markings on here. Seems to be missing the end label here. Or maybe it didn't have one. I know some of these do, some of these don't. But this is Santa with Muscles. Great for when Christmas comes around. I actually enjoyed this growing up. Um, then the other movie I got here was Grumpy Old Men. I can push this out. So this is in really good condition. Another movie I enjoyed growing up. I really didn't grasp the full concept of it till I was older. So that's always an interesting little thing. When you realize how movies you would have watched growing up, you wouldn't have necessarily understood how you relate more to some of these movies now than ever. And then this one I thought I had, but apparently I didn't. It's got some sticker residue or something on the front, but it's the Godzilla VHS tape. Looks like most of these come from one person's collection or whatever. Okay, this is from '98, I believe. So very good to have that. Here's my two favorite movies I was happy to get. First one is, naturally, Spaceballs. Overall condition of this one, I'd say is 9 out of 10 because there's a crease here and a little corner damage there, but I believe I got this on DVD. If not, well, I got it on VHS. Then the other one I got, this one's, the box is probably a 7 out of 10 because you got like spine wear here, creasing here, all this, but I've been after this movie for a while. It's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. This, you actually had to flip one of the two sides open and then slide this out. This actually has this that would go on it that has fallen off, and apparently this is creased now. See if I can't iron this back out a little bit. But yeah, I actually always enjoyed this. I believe in one of my videos I recently posted, I thought I showed the sign I got of the Black Knight Security Service. That was definitely a funny one, you know, to have, that I plan on hanging up soon because it's just classy. Or I guess the side doesn't open up. Well then, that's good. So I was happy to add these to the collection. These will immediately find its way on my shelf. Just set them back here in the bag for now. And that. Alright, well, a little backstory on these video games here, this original Nintendo and whatnot. This box here, it does got like some creasing here and stuff, but overall it's probably, I'd say, an 8 out of 10 condition for the box. It doesn't have the system. I believe, let me open this up. This, it has the styrofoam. I got this from my neighbor, I think 10 or 20 bucks, you know. It is missing the book that would have came with it. As you'll see here, this book here. I believe a buddy of mine may have it. I'm hoping he does, but the styrofoam, overall in good condition. And if you hear that rattling, well, I got 3 boxes with it, which might be box upgrades for me, but we will see. And I'd say these boxes are dang near almost mint. with minor damage like this one. Like, it's perfectly square. Like, I almost want to get protectors for these because they're that good. Like, even opening it, like right now. How stiff that is. This one has the styrofoam and it has the membership card still inside it, which is cool. It does not have a dust jacket, which I will gladly fix that. Either way, even if I don't keep it, I might put dust jackets in them just to make them that much better. This one, Mario, that was the Metroid, which I believe that's the original Metroid, which isn't the yellow cartridge. And then this, it's got the insert in it. This one, I guess this one ain't completely mint, but it does have that, which I am happy about this. So this is a nice one to add. And then I do plan on completing this box because this is the system box I do not have. And then we have a pretty minty Contra box that very minimal damage, maybe like a little bit right here on the corner of the spine. That's a little bent, but even the bottom's crisp. This one might actually have, this got styrofoam in it, of course, and then you have this, I believe this is a poster, or is this just telling you the games? This might just be telling us some of the new games, yeah. So you figure Castlevania, Russian Attack, Track and Field, Stinger, Gradius. And then on this side you have Contra, Jackal, which I actually love Jackal. I played that a lot growing up at my grandparents' house. I actually have that cartridge in my collection. Double Dribble, Top Gun, and the Goonies 2. And our free poster offer. I wonder if I could send that in and get a free poster. No, I'm not going to ruin this for that. But it'd be nice if they would honor something like that almost 40 years later. So those 3 boxes came in this, which I believe my neighbor, when I got it from him, he knew they were in there. But still, like I told him, he's like, well, maybe I could get a lot for it if I completed it. I'm like, if you took the time, but the amount of time you got to spend to do that is time consuming and stuff. But I'm happy to add this boxed version to my collection. Now everything in this box here is all my brother-in-law and his brothers, not SNES, original Nintendo collection from their childhood. His brother didn't want it no more. My brother-in-law didn't want any of it. I figured there's 2 systems here. He'd want one in a couple of the games, but he's not materialistic like that, which that's fine. I offered it to him, if he wanted one of the systems for free for his collection, not necessarily collection for himself since they were his, even though I paid for it, I'd have no problem, especially if my niece and nephew would play it and enjoy it. But they both work. We'll show the systems off first. This one is got some sort of numbers on there, but overall I'd say this one's probably the worst of the 2. I mean, because you got your door here. It's got this big chunk missing here, which this one's going with a box system to a guy that I'm trying to work a trade out with, because I'm completing another boxed system with this, because it'd be a duplicate box to give that guy. And then this one here, after I clean this one up, this one will go in that box I just showed you, the system box there. which was exciting. I was happy to get this, and the price was right. I didn't get all the cords for both systems, just one system, and enough controllers and cords for one system, which will go with that system box I'm trading off. But other than that, you got the gray zapper here. This, I believe, does work. I did test this out. I believe this RF adapter did work. I know they're finicky at times. We got an original OEM Nintendo power brick. Then you have this controller. It's a little dirty, but it does work. So that's a good sign. Then here's the other controller that came with. This one's in pretty good shape, I'd say. A little better than the other one, a little dirty too, but I'm sure they'll clean up nicely either way. This is in there. SD card holder. So there's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 24 games, and a small handful of them do not have the plastic cases with them. I think some might have manuals, some might not. Maybe they don't have manuals. Either way, I'm most likely keeping the plastic cases on them, the dust cases, getting rid of most of the games. There's probably a handful that I do need for my collection. Not much, but let's get right into this. We have in a Amray case, which I don't think I've seen one of these cases, you have Super Mario 3. Ooh, I might not keep this case. It's cracked a little. Never know though. I'll figure that out afterwards. It looks like it was a rental case because there's a sticker there numbering it, but it looks like somebody drew on this one with marker, so you can't really clean that off. All these games did play, I believe. So you got that one. We got Demon Sword here. Demon Sword, a game I really never got into that much. I still would like to try. This one was upside down. Most of these are going to be non-official Nintendo cases. Tiger Healy. This one was in pretty good shape. Most of these haven't probably been played in 20 plus years, I'm guessing. You got, now we're getting into some official Nintendo ones. Astyanax, however you pronounce it. Don't tell me I'm saying it wrong, because it's one of those things. We got Trojan. This game I have played a little bit of. I didn't think it was too bad of gameplay. Another game I would probably like to get a little more in depth into sometime. And then we got the OG Dr. Mario, which I enjoyed actually playing Dr. Mario growing up. Then you got the Donkey Kong Arcade Classic, which I think I needed this one for sure. And then we got Dig Dug 2 here, which this one overall I'd say really good shape compared to a lot of the ones I found in my area for this. And I think this was one I needed. I could be wrong. You got a very underrated Mario game, I think. Mario 2, I actually enjoyed it. It's actually kind of more soothing with the melodies and stuff in the game. That's another game that I would like to try to beat eventually. Here's a game, River City Ransom. My nephew actually just started playing this on their Switch, so that's always kind of interesting to see him get into some of these games. Like I put it on for him the one day, and my brother-in-law walked in the room, and he's like, oh, this game, and I'm like, yeah. But another game that I kind of enjoyed what little bit I played of it in an authentic Nintendo case, Heavy Barrel. Like I said, most of these games I've never really played. Like I started them up, played a few seconds of them, and that was that. Um, Here's Ninja Gaiden 2. I believe I already had this one, but this might be a card upgrade for me if I remember correctly. And then we got The Goonies 2, which is in really good condition. Another game that I got with a collection a number of years back. In one of my videos I got it, and it came with a bunch of paperwork. Like the guy wrote out all the codes and stuff with it, which is kind of great. We have here in this blue case Rygar, which I've seen a lot of people get into that over the years, where people would do like little tournaments, see who gets the high score type deal. And then the other blue case that I have, since there's only 2 official blue cases, you had TMNT2, the arcade game, which I believe this was a rental store case. This looks like it was for Turtles 3, even though it says 1, 2, 3, which I guess it could have went either way. This one is a game I do not have, Demon Head. I was very happy to get that one. Not sure what's wrote on the front of this. Might have been from the old Okra Grocery. Let's see. Huh, weird. But Karnov. So there's that. Okay, apparently this was for Hook. But that was another game I do believe I didn't have. And then we're getting into the last 2 cased games here. I believe both of these I didn't have. Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. Very happy to get that. Athena. I believe this was another one that I didn't have. It's in really good shape. Something top secret on there and that, but let's put these back in here real quick. Then we'll get to the couple loose games that are in here. I guess there was no manuals. I might have got them a long time ago from them if I'm correct. But we got Millipede with some guy named Chris's name on the back. We got WrestleMania, which I actually enjoyed playing this game growing up out at my grandparents and stuff for that. I always played as was it Andre the Giant, or I think the Macho Man was in there. It's either him or Hogan. Then you got Duck Hunt here. The label is probably the worst one out of it. So you got some damage there. Overall, you got a Mario Bros. Cartridge, which is in okay shape. I got a better one that'll go in that box. So this one will probably go in a trade pile. And then SSY, whatever that is. Then you got the original Castlevania cartridge. I'm very happy to Add most of these to my collection. I haven't really been finding a lot in that, but I'm still on the lookout. I find a few things here and there. I don't go out hunting as much as I used to, just because it's like, until I get everything more organized, it's kind of more of a pain to go out, but at the same time, you spend more time out there looking than you do finding stuff. Excuse me. But other than that, I'm still trying to get away from collecting certain things, just because it's becoming more of I'd say a pain. If I want this, but I need to focus more on this part of my collection, my games and stuff, and not collect so much toys and that. I mean, unless it's tied mainly to these. Outside of a few toys, I am on the hunt for from my childhood specifically, and that if I can find them, in the box, because it's more meaningful that way. But not a deal breaker either way. But yeah, I'm going to be getting rid of a few things here soon to other people's collections to help them out, which I enjoy that. Other than that, yeah, I don't got too much planned for, for a while. I'm trying to find stuff. I mean, if something comes up, yeah, I might jump on it. But yeah, there's still a few things I'm looking for the collection, like a Bonk's Adventure NES manual. Preferably one that's not torn up or bent up. I want it to be pretty nice, like my box. Doesn't have to be minty, but I don't want it to look like garbage. If someone had one of those. Otherwise, I'm still looking for an original Fire Orange 64 controller, and I believe a gold N64 controller, original, authentic, for two systems I have. I'm also looking for a box for the gold system. I believe I need a box for the watermelon system, and I believe the grape purple Nintendo 64. Then there's like some other ones I would like to get my hands on, if I can find one for a reasonable price, an original Pokemon Stadium Nintendo 64 system box set, and an original Pokemon Stadium in the box. Outside of that, I really ain't looking for too much right now, but as always, I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's not as long as some of my other videos, but I'm hoping my next video is either going to be this big major pickup of the year, or it's going to be a big toy pickup I did last year that I've been wanting to get more in depth with. If I can get one of my two turtle guys over here to talk about some of the stuff with me and get their opinion on condition wise of it and whatnot. Outside of that, yeah. So that'll wrap it up for this video. Like always, live long and prosper, my friends. Live long and prosper.